Hey there, Assalamualaikum everybody. Welcome back for another amazing video. Today we're going to be talking about a very important topic, and it's also linked with a famous YouTuber. The topic is be careful where you invest, and this is important because recently a famous YouTuber named Sham Idrees came out in public and talked about how he's lost upwards of a few hundreds of thousands of dollars, potentially even $1 million due to crypto crash. And now this is very important because there's a lot of people who are doing this same action, and they're resulting in a lot of pain and family issues. So without any further ado, let's get this video started. Okay, so what happened was Sham Idrees took out, I think, a loan on his house. So you can refinance your house and you can take up a loan on that equity. And then what he's done is he's taken that equity money and he's put it into crypto. And due to the recent crash which happened about a month ago, obviously it's made everybody's crashes much more than we thought it would have been. Some people have lost 90%, 80%, but according to him, he's kind of lost all of that money, and he couldn't keep up with the payments, and so now he's in a lot of trouble. For what, he had to be evicted, and he's now needing to sell his cars. He's moved back in with his family, and so this is an issue. And honestly, this is genuine advice. He's a brother in Islam. I'm also going to send him a message, email him a message, tell him some advice, some feedback, some things that he could have looked into. This is very important because not only is he had this problem, there's many people who have had this problem. And from the recent crash, I know there's big institutions that are bailing out because one, they leverage too much. This is what Sham did, is also a sense of leveraging, right? He's taken his equity and he's taken a loan on it, pushed it back into crypto. The crash happened, now he can't pay back the loans and stuff like that. So now he has to give up his house. And so people have done that, and they've actually more upper leveraged after even taking a basic loan. So it's like there's a lot of this happening because of the opportunity of making it big. Now I understand you do have to risk to return, but you don't do things where you can sacrifice or you can put your family in a situation like this. Not trying to patronize our brother, but trying to advise you guys so you guys can all learn. He went public with this, so that's why I'm also kind of coming out in public and letting you guys know, be careful, right? If you need to understand yourself, what your potential risk portfolio is, and then from there invest. I always say, do not invest something that you cannot lose. But if you are going to invest something that you cannot lose, then have the full, complete knowledge of what you're doing, because you're potentially going to reduce a lot of your risk when you have that knowledge. Now, I don't think our brother Sham knew a lot about crypto, the markets, the cyclicals, because if he did, he would have diversified in a very specific way, not even just in crypto, but he would have diversified in a way that was, crypto, real estate, stocks, commodities, and still had a positive portfolio, so he could have put it back into his family. Know this much: there are still stocks that are positive, there's still cryptos that are positive, there's still real estate locations that are positive. Regardless of the market crash, there is still opportunity. There's always going to be opportunity. As I said, opportunities are like buses, and you're at the bus stop. One will go, one will come, and another will go. So there's always opportunities. So you have to be smart in investing, so you don't get into a position where you FOMO'd in just to get an opportunity. Invest, but invest with diversification. So here's some quick feedback or some quick advice I'll give to my brother here. Also, if you get a chance to look at my email, do look at it in detail, because I'm going to be going over a few things. I'm also going to invite you to talk about this on a podcast, inshallah. Your choice. You want to come? You can teach a lot of people a lot of your experiences, and you can teach people what happens in these type of situations, so they can refrain from it. And I don't know if he did was permissible or not permissible, so I can't give the Sharia perspective on it. 1 second, just for everybody, for the channel, you gotta like, come on, you gotta share, you gotta subscribe. You've been watching these videos, you gotta do all this stuff. I'm teaching you how to make that mashallah money. Inshallah, you make that mashallah money, and may it bless you and your family and bring barakah in it. Let's make that mashallah money together. Like, share, subscribe. But I can give the action, practical implications and perspective on it. So some things I would say is, again, look into diversification. 2, when you're investing that huge of an amount that's linked to the well-being of yourself and your family, look into getting a professional who understands these markets before you go into it. Do not go to your banking, because the banks are not going to advise you on crypto and stuff like that, but go to a crypto wealth management firm that has shown success of X percentage, and someone that you can trust from that firm. connect with that person and they will show you the proper ways of doing it. But above everything, they're not going to do everything that's Sharia compliant. So you need to go to someone who understands from Islamic perspective how to invest and go forward. And there are people out there. I mean, you can talk to me, you can talk to a few of the other guys that I've had here on my podcast or on this channel, and learn from them in regards to how to invest in a halal way, and how to diversify, how to make sure you're hedging. A lot of people don't hedge. A lot of people don't understand the concept of hedging. This is where the degree and a lot of people don't talk about how, the degree and the knowledge aspect of having before trading. Actually, it's actually looked down upon, and now in this new generation that you have a degree, or not really looked down upon, but it's like, oh, you don't really need a degree. Well, the reality is, if you learn the basics, you learn the technical things, and you learn the theoretical things, it is easier to do implications and the practical part. So having that knowledge is very important. The technicals, the fundamentals, and once you've done the technical fundamentals, you can establish a way to hedge. Once you've established a way to hedge, then you can invest. And when you invest, you don't have such high losses. For example, a guy like me didn't have high losses. If anything, from the recent crash, I'm still in the overall positives, I can say. Yeah. But there's certain classes which I've done worse in, certain classes I've done well in. And so when you mix all the classes together, from that perspective, I know I'm still relatively decent. And this is the whole value of being knowledgeable and understanding how to work your money in the proper way. Inshallah, I hope you guys learn from this. This is huge. And thank you to Brother Sham, who came out publicly. He talked about this publicly and said, this is what that has happened to me. And this is something that is huge to learn from, and it's very brave of him to come out, because not a lot of people talk about their loss. So kudos to you, brother, for coming out, because it's going to help people make a smart decision and make a better decision for the future. Hope you guys like this video, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Tag our brother in here. Send this to him if you guys know him. Maybe I can get him on a call and we can share this journey together. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. Do subscribe, like, share, hit that bell icon for notifications. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram for more content. I'll be uploading more stuff in all of these social media websites. Thanks. Take care. Salam.